Australia's next big thing in boxing, Tszyu, is back in action this December at the Sydney Super Fight, and I'm joined with the headliner now. Tim, it feels like just yesterday that you were demolishing Jeff Horn. How important was it to fit in another fight before the end of the year?
Well, you have to stay active. In boxing, I think consistency is number one, and to have something to work for. So, you know, I'm blessed to be in this position where I can fight. Many fighters don't have that position right now because of the whole COVID stuff. So look, I'm going to make the most of it. To be fighting in front of who knows how many people in a stadium for the second time, it's an honour.
Yeah, well, the last fight against Horn was in a stadium, as you mentioned, but that was up in Townsville. This time you're going to be back in Sydney. How important is it to finish out what's been a pretty tough year, as you mentioned, with COVID and whatnot, in front of your home fans?
Oh, it would be great. Sydney's home, so it would be great to, I think Sydney deserve a fight like this. You know, Townsville was awesome. Again, Australia for me is home, so the Australian fans deserve to enjoy the rest of my career and to follow my career. And yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Well, COVID, it did restrict some of your movements, though. How frustrating was it to have the pandemic sort of shut down what you were planning on your next moves in boxing?
It was frustrating, especially for me. I'm a very goal-driven person, and I can only see one thing, and that's world titles, of course. It paused my journey towards getting to that very top. But look, we're here now. I went past the first stage, and we're at this stage now. So it's all up here.
Yeah, well, let's look at your opponent for December 16, Bowyn. He's currently on a 14-fight tear. He's knocked out his last 3 opponents. How do you see him as an opponent in the ring?
He's dangerous. He's dangerous. He's a walk-forward type fighter, and he's going to bring something that I haven't felt before. But this is what I want. I want the best in New Zealand. I want the best in the world. I'm here to challenge myself. I'm here to become the best and become a world champion. So this is all part of the journey.
Yeah, well, he's a world-ranked fighter as well, but I guess some people might sort of look at the names that were being touted as your next opponents, and people like to share it and whatnot, and then hear Bowyn Morgan, and maybe they're a little disappointed. What do you say to those fans about the calibre of your fight here?
I think Bowyn beats all those other opponents that were mentioned. He's going to be my toughest fight. He's bringing something that I haven't experienced before, and that's why I'm super excited. And you know, this is a big fight. This is a tough fight. I'm not underestimating this guy, because I know he's going to come out, because he's going to be fighting for his life. And again, in this position I am in my career, number 2 in the world, there's no such thing as easy fights. There's no such thing as hand-picked fights. This is all tough fights from now. Yeah,
and he'll definitely be coming for that scalp, given your ranking in the world, of course.
Of course, and if you're a top 15 fighter in the world, you're not a bum. You know, you're a proper fighter. So you know, it's going to be good.
Where does this fight leave you in the boxing landscape after, if you pull off a win, of course?
When I pull off the win, of course. I don't know. It's up to my promoter and manager to decide my next step. But I want to be mentioned against the big boys, the Charlos, the Tszyu. I want real world title straps around my waist. And I want to have him here in Australia, in this stadium as well.
Yeah. All right, well, can you give us a little bit of a prediction of how you think it's going to go down? You said a win, so you know, what round?
Hopefully we can get to the deep waters and drown him.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much, Tszyu. And guys, you can catch him in action right here at Bankwest Stadium on December 16 with tickets now available at tickettech.com.